Today, I'm going to be interviewing the owner of the Ram from Twister, the movie. Yes, this is the real truck that was actually in the movie, and it's owned by the Celebrity Car Museum here in Branson, Missouri. So we're going to go through all of the details on this truck and find out why the owner drives it. Right here is the owner of the truck.
Hi, I'm Scott Velvet. We have the Celebrity Car Museum here in Branson, Missouri, and this is my Ram truck. It's a 2012.
It's not just a regular 2012. What is the special factor on this truck?
The special factor of this truck is basically that they've turned it into like an exoskeleton, a tornado chasing machine. It's actually a Twister Wrangler.
So this was the actual truck in the movie, right?
It is one of 6 actual trucks that were used in the movie. They used 6 of them in the movie, and this is one of the ones that survived.
The others got destroyed or sold or?
Well, after the filming, the others got repurposed. There were 4 other ones that were sent over to New Zealand for a movie. They were repurposed for that, so they were stripped of all their stuff. This was the Hero interior shot truck. It also did all the green screen stuff. It did stunts in the beginning. Then there was a Hero exterior truck, and that's the only other one that survived.
So how on earth did you get this truck?
I was lucky enough to find it. It was in a picture car lot out in California, and I know the guys, and they offered it to me.
And so then you just bought it, shipped it out here to Missouri.
Shipped it here to Missouri. We did have to figure out how to bolt some of this stuff on because they had already started stripping it for the new movie that they were going to shoot, you know, where it was not going to be. So they had a lot of stuff stacked in the back that we had to kind of go through the process of figuring out, you know, what goes where.
And reassemble it.
Exactly.
So can you walk me through some of the features? I mean, this pretty famous truck from the movie.
I mean, it's a super famous truck. Of course, it's got all of this damage and stuff is intentional distress that the studios do to the vehicles. You know, it's got like a bed liner hood. There's a lot of hail damage all over the truck. There's a snorkel setup here. We've got the hail guard on the top of the truck there. There's flare launchers. In the movie, they were launching flares up into the clouds. We've got the augers, which of course in the movie, they lowered down and dug into the ground to hold the truck where it was. The exoskeleton, which was kind of genius because they figured out how to make it to where you could open the doors too, because you know, if it was just all welded together, you couldn't. You'd have to crawl through the windows. And you know, you've got the high lift jacks, and of course the off-road tires and the cool wheels, and see you in hail.
Yeah. And is this the license plate from the movie?
It is. Oh,
wow.
It is. It's a lot different than your standard truck. You know, you have all of your tornado chasing things. It also has these spots here in the movie. In one of the scenes, they were putting plexiglass shields on the windows.
Wow.
When they were sitting at the hotel. And you never see them like in action, but you see them putting them on. And so it's got the place to put the plexiglass shields. I mean...
And inside, I see it's got all the stuff too.
Absolutely. We have a lot of, I mean, all of this dirt and stuff is actually still left over. We never cleaned the truck after it came off the set.
Wow.
You know, we tried to leave it as dirty as possible.
Yeah. Well, that's incredible. And in here, you've got the harnesses. This is a Longhorn edition.
Yep. They used the Longhorn edition. There were several different years that they used for the trucks. This particular truck, in one scene at the very end, you know, no spoilers or whatever, but it flips it over, and so they have it on a gimbal. They pulled the engine and transmission, and then they flipped it on a gimbal, but they used a non-sunroof one. Whereas, so in the movie, you can see them inside driving, and there'll be a sunroof, and then the next scene you'll see no sunroof.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so there's a few little gaps there, you know.
And this is one of the non-sunroof.
This is the non-sunroof truck. Yeah.
And in here, you've got all the switches. That's crazy. You just pop that. Wow.
All of those switches and the joystick control, they're all screen used.
Yeah. That's incredible that you've still got everything in here. Oh my gosh.
These were also numbered by the studios and the production company. They numbered all of these trucks. A lot of the movie cars have the numbers, and they're right here. We covered them up so that people don't, because it's kind of like secret. You know what I mean? It's like it's their internal code. So we just kind of keep it secret from the public, because we don't want people replicating it or trying to push off a truck that's not screen used as screen used.
Yeah. And in the back, you can open up the doors and everything. Yeah, wow.
Oh, yeah. And you can see where the harnesses are actually
into the floor. Wow. That's crazy. They took out the center console and just put this sort of bench in here. Oh, they got a cup holder. That's crazy. This is the back seats where the professor and stuff, or the scientist would have sat. So this truck they were driving around and filming all the scenes in it, and this was one of the hero trucks,
yeah,
right?
This was one of the main trucks that they had that was used. And I'm sure they had, a lot of times they have, they'll have a process vehicle that's cut in half and sectioned to where they can film interior shots. There's they build them with beefed up suspensions for jumps, and they build them for crashes. They build them for all different things. And this particular truck, we noticed, was more focused towards interior shots and from the mid-level up shots. Even when we got it, the back window was present, but it was out. Which showed that they were filming from, they pull a window out so that they can film from that angle, or they pull the front windshield out so they could film from that angle.
Yeah. And
so a lot of that.
Wow, and I noticed right here, there's white actually. So this truck was white.
Yeah, originally it was white. Yep.
Wow, and so this would have been just a regular someone's truck.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I want to say that they used 2012 to maybe 2015 or 16, maybe even 17. I don't really know when Dodge changes its styles or whatever, but a lot of times they'll have a car from a Vin Diesel movie and they'll be like, it's a 1970 Charger, but they use a 68, a 69, or a 70.
Yeah. I noticed this truck, it's got like what looks like, was at one point PPF that they painted over.
Probably. And then all of this right here, this is intentional distress.
It's all
that
fake.
they've all painted on.
Painted on rust right there.
Yeah.
And then back here though, it looks like it's got some actual bubbling.
Yeah.
And then there's some actual rust building up behind this bumper.
Yeah. I think this was originally a Michigan truck, and when they buy them, they're like, it just needs to serve purpose for a couple of months while they're filming. When they're done, they don't really care.
Yeah.
To them, these are just props. But to us, they're more important because it's kind of like we want to preserve as much as we can.
Yeah, the history.
Absolutely.
That's crazy that they were disassembling this and then you got it and sort of saved it.
And yeah, absolutely. It's just it's something that you just don't see every day.
Yeah.
And I mean, you think about that 6 trucks had to have, like, they had to do all of this same stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's incredible. The bed's not bad actually
No,
for a movie truck.
It really isn't. I mean, it's really a nice truck. I mean,
yeah. That's crazy that this at some point was probably just a work truck or some family guy's truck parked outside his driveway, and now it's become a piece of history and movie memorabilia.
And my favorite part is it's a big diesel.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it just goes. It fires up and it goes.
Well, do you mind if we go for a ride in it?
I would love to. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. There we go. Time to ride in the actual truck from Twisters. Wow. These doors are not as heavy as you would think with all of that extra weight. They feel like a normal truck. That's crazy. You've got every switch in here.
Don't fire off flares.
No, I won't. And the boom button. Wow. Yeah, it feels pretty cool riding in this thing. Oh, they've even got a fire extinguisher right here. And you've got all your battery pack for charging phones and...
See how well it goes down this hill.
Yeah, we're taking it a little bit off-road. Whoa. So you drive this much?
Every now and then. we have a lot of different cars that need driven, but this one people really enjoy. And when it's like looking stormy out, we'll take it out and go looking, see if there's any inclement weather around.
Yeah, and you actually have the Durango from this movie and the Volkswagen too, right?
The Durango, the Volkswagen. We also have Bill Paxton's son is in the new Twisters, just in like a small part. And we have the vehicle that he gets sucked up into the tornado in. And
Oh, wow.
It's a Jeep pickup truck.
Is that...
Water to go through.
It's cool that you're actually using this truck too. It's not just sitting in a museum for 40 years, but...
No, we like to get them out and play with them. You know, when a car comes in, the first thing I do is I'll ask Devin if he can go out and see if it'll do a donut.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just like, because that's what they're there for. And if you're not out having fun in your cars, and you know, we do it responsibly, it's just then the car it's sitting in storage, a place to die. I know so many people that have so much money and so many cars, but they never get a chance to enjoy them. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I like driving.
I mean, yeah, we're about to go around a half fallen over tree. Wow.
So we do take this twister chasing on occasion.
Yeah.
We did the other night. Yeah.
We actually did get a good looking funnel on the mountains over there, and it was pretty cool.
Especially in this truck, right?
Oh yeah, and everyone on the street was looking at it. Everyone was taking pictures. They would stop, and it was the craziest thing.
Does this get a lot of attention driving around? People know what it is?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially in this part of the world, because like tornado culture is really big in the Midwest, and so right in the heart of the Midwest, you have this truck. People love it.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of amateur tornado chasers around. You would be really surprised. I mean, we get several a day come in the museum.
That want to see this truck.
I want to see this truck. They're like, we came because of the truck. We chased twisters, and you know, and the guys in the movie that were driving the truck, the main guy, they called themselves tornado wranglers. And so that was kind of the whole thing is like the cowboy deal, where he's like, you know, out there defying all the odds. And then meanwhile, the Durango, which is my daily driver, that one is driven by the guy who plays Superman in the new Superman movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang. So the Durango, we'll just show it quickly before we finish the video, but that's from the movie, and you just drive it around getting coffee and stuff.
Every day. And people are always like, oh my gosh, are we having weather? And I'm like, no, this is a movie car, you know. But every now and then, you know, I have the little devil on my shoulder, and I'll be like, no, everything's fine. The coast is clear. You know?
People think it's a real,
yeah.
that one down there
Absolutely.
is a real storm truck.
Absolutely.
Wow.
It's got a real weather station on the roof too, so if you wanted it to be functional, you could actually hook it up.
Oh, really?
Just plug it in to a computer, and
Yeah,
it
the
would tell
computer
you
and
all
the
the
software.
stuff. Even that one there, that's
This is
a
a real weather station.
real weather station also.
Wow. So there's the Durango that you daily drive. I can't believe that.
It's the Scarecrow. And seriously, the crazy thing is, while they were on the set for the movie Twisters, when they were filming, they told the guy, they were like, hey, you got the part of Superman. He's like, oh, sweet.
Really?
And so it was the guy that drives this. And so now, you know, with Superman coming out, now we have his car too.
Wow. Well, do you mind if we get out and look at that
Yeah, let's
quickly?
do it.
This truck is actually really high off the ground. I'll shut the door. One design flaw. If you open this door, you can't open this door. But yeah, let's look at this quickly.
So this car, I mean, it's got all the different storm chasing equipment. I have the little weather vane with the propeller on it. I have it taken down and zip tied down just because it makes a horrible whistle when you drive. But yeah,
So it's just a stock Durango.
It's just a stock Durango. It is a blacktop edition RT, so it's actually a rear wheel drive.
Oh wow.
You know, and it's got the Hemi in it and everything.
And these are just vinyl stickers.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's just the way I got it. I mean, everything. They put the wheels on it. They put the stickers on it, and I mean, it's just a fun car to drive.
Yeah. Well,
It gets crap gas mileage, but
I bet not as bad as that, maybe though.
I don't know. The diesel gets about 20. This gets like 10.
Oh wow. Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
Well, thank you so much for doing the interview.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
If you guys want to see these vehicles, you can come to the museum here in Branson, Missouri. And in the meantime, we're going to go check out one of your warehouses
Heck yeah.
that has a bunch of other movie cars that are not quite as famous as this, but they're kind of hidden gems. So subscribe. You can see that video coming out in a few days. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Remember, never ever quit on your dreams. God loves you.